Hello and welcome. I'm Nancy Grace, and I'm your SociaLink correspondent. And today I'll be talking to Ian Brown. He's a security analyst, a certified identity theft risk management specialist, and the author of the recently published book, Identity Theft in the Information Society. Congratulations, Ian, on your new book. It's already on the bestseller list.
Thank you. The bestseller status of the book indicates people really care about not having their identities stolen. Identity theft is a major growing problem, and each year the identifying information of millions of people is, frankly, stolen. Victims of theft lose their marriage, their savings, their jobs, and even are falsely incriminated.
It's clear that countermeasures such as passwords, PINs, and authentication tokens have been ineffective.
Now that is precisely correct. That is why people are so attracted to biometrics.
So why don't you explain to us what these biometrics are?
Biometrics rely on not what you have or what you know, like a credit card or a PIN, but on your own personal, unique characteristics. This is known as a positive ID and therefore is only possible using biometrics. A biometric can be either static, such as anatomical or physiological, or dynamic, such as behavioral. Examples of static biometrics are iris, fingerprint, vein, facial, and even DNA, while dynamic biometrics are signature, gestures, voices, perhaps gait or walk, also referred to as something you are. Those unique biological identities are electronically read and converted into numbers that are sent to an authenticator, and there the information is compared with a string of numbers on a file in the authenticator's database.
Well, if a credit card number can be stolen, then the sequence of numbers that make up fingerprints can be stolen as well.
Exactly. It may take thieves a little longer to figure out this new challenge, but they will definitely crack it. Reports of the retina scan, vein recognition theft will be just as common as the theft of a credit card.
So does this mean that biometrics will leave us where we are today?
No, they will leave us in a worse position. Imagine if your credit card or your PIN number becomes compromised, you'll be issued a new credit card and given a new PIN. But what do you do if someone steals your retina scans? Who is going to give you new eyeballs?
What will stop these from electronically sending your stolen fingerprints to the banks to confirm that you want to clear your account, or send your digitalized vein scan to police criminal records?
To make things worse, your fingerprints can be picked up without your knowledge using just simple cameras. No need to cut your hand off or hunt around for smudges. They just see you in public.
So what would be your advice in protecting your identity?
Go back to basics. Security freeze for starters. A security freeze gives consumers the choice to simply just freeze their account or lock their access to their file against anyone who is trying to open up a new account or try to get a new credit in their name. When a security freeze is in place, an identity thief cannot open a new account because the potential creditor or seller of services will not be able to check the credit file. When the consumer is applying the credit, he or she can lift the freeze temporarily using a PIN or sole legitimate applications for credit or services can be processed. You can also use ID theft protection suites, and this software is unique because it protects every keystroke you make into every website. Plus it provides you with real-time protection for scam sites. Also good to use is the Bureau Credit Monitoring and Public Records Monitoring that monitor changes in your credit profile and scours the internet and public sources for any changes in addresses or any other personal information.
Thank you for your time, Mr. Brown. I'm sure our viewers will benefit from your knowledge.
You just gotta remember, you can't trust anyone.
Join me next time, fellow social linkers, as we explore the harms of identity theft by talking to an actual victim.